We often hear about the importance of networking, but what exactly does networking entail?
Networking is just a matter of building relationships and genuine relationships based on mutual interest.
The number one way I think to describe networking would be to use the example of Facebook, a place where people of my age and people of any age can talk to each other through pictures and through messaging.
I'm based in New York. I'm here meeting people in Vancouver, some of who I know, some of who I didn't know until now, and probably those people will introduce me to other people, and I think that's kind of how it works.
Now that we know what networking is, where can we network and with whom?
You can really network with anyone. Anybody you meet at any point can be networking. It's relationship building.
If it's a big event, whether or not it's in your interest, I'd say you should go. More importantly then is to look at what you're interested in. So, whether that be technology, be sustainability. Check out the different organizations within Vancouver that are overlooking that or have functions overseeing that.
What kind of preparation should you do before a networking event? For example, if you're interested in marketing, what kind of research should you do?
What the industry is like in Vancouver, what are the companies that might be considered marketing companies, or what are marketing functions within a company. Those kind of things would be good background to do. It just makes for a richer conversation when the interaction actually occurs.
At a networking event, how should you present yourself so that you're both professional and personable?
I feel like when you first approach anybody, regardless if it's rude, go in there with a smile. Don't make it look too scary.
Contact, a handshake, also your hair, how do you present your hair presentation. I think dress code, as long as it's decent, is fine, but I think you definitely must have good shoes.
And body language for sure, and I think that speaks a lot when you're actually...
You need one hand open to shake hands and another hand available to grab business cards.
Mm-hmm.
So you're now at the networking event. What are some good conversation starters?
Small talk is helpful. What brings you here? Oh, the speaker was great. Any of those kind of things are good little icebreakers. If you get them going to talk about, what their experiences were, how did you start out? What would you recommend to somebody starting out right now? They're good questions. They're open-ended. They engage the speaker in a way that they can, or the person that you're talking to in a way that they can draw on their own experiences and share them with you.
So as far as a conversation starter, you want to pick something that's relevant to the field that you're focusing on. And if you're just receptive and you listen, that's important. A lot of my colleagues in this field don't listen to anything anyone says, and I think that really makes it a problem because they don't build a relationship. They just tell people things.
After a networking event, what kind of follow-up should you do?
I think it's important to follow up. You have to stay on top of people. They forget you. You need to give them a call from time to time or shoot them an email.
Have a conversation, ask how they are, and to remember key details that you actually heard from them on the last conversation in order to revisit those personally.
Now that you've heard from a few networking experts, how can you improve your networking skills?
And many students that I see that are most successful at networking are the ones that get out there. They try new things. They listen. They watch the other student experiment to see what works best for you. Is it the shotgun approach with business cards, or is it the one-on-one interaction that some people feel more comfortable with?
For a concrete action plan on how to be more successful at networking, please watch From Me to We, Part 2.